I'm just going to start your reading right now for Taurus. I'm sorry about that stupid beginning of this. The first card you have your past is the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a lot of, look at this man. He's kind of up on a hill. He has all these wands poking at him, and he's trying to fight them all off. So what I'm seeing here is criticism, a lot of criticism. I think there was actually some criticism coming to you from a few different directions, but I think it was in the workplace. I think you had some criticism, but I think there was also some underlying issues underneath you. It felt very unsteady under your feet, because I think you had some kind of personal problem as well, and that was making you feel uneasy and a little bit insecure generally. So I think the criticism felt worse to you because of that. That's what I'm seeing. I really don't think the criticism was as bad as you're imagining. I think there was one main thing that someone criticized, and there was also another thing as well, a smaller thing. The big thing, the first thing, I think it was really unfair. I don't think you deserved that at all. It was more destructive than constructive. And I think normally none of this would have bothered you as much. You're really strong. Your emotions are usually quite stable. You've actually had people say a lot worse to you in the past, sadly. But I think, it was this underlying issue. It was this underlying problem that was sort of magnifying the criticism in your head, if that makes sense. I think this personal thing, it might have been, I'm actually seeing some kind of problem between you and someone you loved, and I think you still do love them. And there was someone else as well, because I'm getting this feeling that you're kind of caught in the middle of an emotional situation with two people, you in between two people. I'm not seeing a love connection. It kind of is, but it's not like a third party. I think it might be like someone else is trying to kind of come in and bother you, a jealous person that's trying to come between you. I think it is a love connection actually, but not a third party. That's what I was trying to say. I think this was kind of one thing on top of another thing that was really bothering you. It was like you had that problem and then you had the criticism on top of that. So if this is resonating with you, you've had a pretty bad time, and I'm sorry to hear that if this is true. So the next card you have your past is the Ace of Wands. This is the card of action, pushing forward, doing things. And this is what you'd normally do. If you're criticized or you're held back, you just bounce back quite quickly. You push forward. You're earth, you're strong, you have that inner strength. Things might get to you a bit, but then, you don't stay there for long. You then get up and you push yourself forward. And I think this was a little bit different though. There's someone you love, and then I keep on getting this feeling of you being in the middle of them and someone else. Again, I'm not seeing a third party, but I think someone was a little bit confused. Maybe they're a little bit deluded. It might be the ex of your partner, or it might be someone who was around them once, or it might just be a friend who's jealous. But I think it's someone who knows them. They were very important to them once. That's what I'm seeing. Also, I'm seeing in this card that, if you haven't gotten your energy and your strength back from all of these problems, you will soon, especially around work. It's going to pick up for you. So that's kind of a positive thing to think about. I think this person this person who's trying to get between you or create problems or whatever they're doing, they're not physically around. They were, but they're not now, or they weren't at this time. And I think they were doing something like saying things or leaving messages. It was something like that, and they were trying to cause problems. And there's someone your partner knows. That's what I'm seeing in this card. And I really don't think you need to worry about this love connection if this is all resonating with you, because I think no matter what this other person says or does, I think your partner really enjoys being around you. I'm getting this feeling that you're almost like you're like an escape for them. sometimes, and it's like, they have their horrible job and their horrible this. Well, they might like it, but they have all sorts of things they don't want to do. They come out of that and then they see you and you're like an escape. There's also a lot of passion here. This card is about passion, big time. So there's passion between you as well. So I don't think this difficult person's going to be able to cause any big problems between you. They are trying, definitely. But I think it's hard for you to see that. You're really bothered by all of this, and I can see why you are. But I think soon you'll be able to see that they can't get in between you. They can't bother you. They can't do what they're trying to do. They're trying, but they're not going to be able to. That's what I'm seeing. So I think when you realise all of this properly, and your emotions see this and you calm down, you'll feel a lot better, and then you'll be able to handle your work things in a better way as well. That's what I'm seeing now. So the last card you have your past is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So this is this person who's kind of trying to get in between you, and they're trying to attach themselves to your partner. I think they don't want to let go of them. This is someone from their past, and they don't want to let go. That's what I'm seeing. Look at this man. He can't let go of this coin. So yeah, they're trying to cause these problems. They're trying to hold on to something, an old situation. It's really not working for them. I think each time they kind of realize, oh, this isn't really working very well, then they sort of want to up things more and more, if that makes sense. I actually think they have a lot of people around them. I'm seeing them as quite a sociable person. They might even be a bit loud as well. They like having a lot of people around them. And they're probably talking about this to a lot of people. They might be putting your ex down. They might be putting you down to people even. But, if anyone tries to advise them to move on or to stop doing what they're doing or stop causing problems or just stay away, I don't think they listen to anyone at all, because the man on this card has his back to the town, so he's ignoring all the people in the town. So they're ignoring all these people's opinions. I do think they are going to calm down eventually. And I am seeing that you and your partner are very, very strong. I can see a lot of positivity around your relationship. So, just be careful though. Don't approach this difficult person if you're tempted to do that, because it might escalate things. It might start even more problems. I know this is very, very difficult if this is resonating. I mean, I'd be tempted to say something myself, but think of the long game. Think of the long game. Play the long game. The sooner it dies down, the better, and then you can just move on peacefully. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have your presence, Justice. Yeah, I'm just seeing this criticism that I was seeing in the Seven of Wands. I know I probably sound as if I'm saying, oh, don't worry about this, don't worry about that, just don't do anything, just sit there and do nothing, it will all blow over. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I'm seeing that really you should do that, because if you just let this criticism go and you keep on working, keep on building up everything else, people are going to realize, and they already know this, that you're not deserving of this criticism. Because again, this was destructive criticism. It wasn't a constructive criticism. It might have even been personal. And when criticism is about the person rather than the act or the thing, it's not even worth listening to. So this is about getting things back into balance, and you're probably still feeling a bit sensitive at this time, a bit hurt by all of this. But, your work speaks for itself. People can see that. And also, this is another card indicating to me that things are going to feel a lot more balanced for you in the future. You're going to get past this, and they're not going to, this other person in this personal situation, they're not going to knock you off balance. You're going to stay balanced. So no matter what they do, they can't knock you off. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have your presence, the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is the mess card. So again, this is this difficult personal situation, the Four of Pentacles, and this person around it and all of that again. This is what I'm seeing. They think they're in some kind of competition with you. I hope you laughed at that, because it's ridiculous. They're not. They're not in any kind of competition with you. I think this love connection, your partner, I think they just love being around you. They love being with you. I actually think that the more difficult this person is, the more your partner wants to be away from them and any of that drama, and the more they want to be with you. And maybe they're what they're trying to escape from, because you're an escape for them, and they see all this nasty, horrible stuff going on, and they want to be with you to escape from that. So it might be them that they're escaping from. So if you have any worries at all that anything will happen at all between them, it won't. I'm seeing that really, really clearly. You have nothing to worry about. There's no competition. No matter what this person says or does to you or anyone else, there is no competition. That's what I'm seeing in that card. The last card you have your presence, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, again, you won't lose your reputation. You're a hard worker. You're a persistent worker. You don't mind how long something takes you. You just keep on working right to the end. I'm seeing that because there's a little snail on this card. Just move it so you can see. Yeah, down the bottom. So you can work and work, and you're like, oh, I don't, you're very, very patient. You'll just persist. You'll keep on going right to the end, no matter how long it takes, and you'll get things done. So all the work you've already done already outweighs anything that any of these people have to say about you at all. And I think you know that. It's just your feelings that have to catch up, and it's this personal situation that has to kind of move on. And then you'll totally see that and realize that. I'm also seeing some kind of project or something you started. Now, what I'm seeing is there's a box. There's papers in a box. You put some papers away in a box. It's this idea. It's a project. You shelve the idea. You put it to one side. I think this has something to do with something you're already working on. It's like an add-on to that, maybe. This is something that's linked to something you're already doing. So if this is resonating with you, please explore that again. Open the box, have a look. Maybe not now while you're still going all through this other kind of problems and everything, but there is a possibility of this being quite lucrative for you. I'm actually seeing you having to do less work down the line, like the woman on this card who's just relaxing with all her coins around her. So you'll have more money come in, you'll be able to slow down your work and just relax a bit more in the future if you do this. Now, obviously, this is going to take time. You are going to have to do some hard work initially to get to that stage, but you don't have a problem with hard work. I'm seeing that. And you have a lot of patience as well. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have for your future is the Four of Wands. Absolutely beautiful, fantastic card. Okay, so I'm going to contradict myself a bit actually, because I know I said start this when you're ready, because I know you have a lot going on, but the time to start this might be soon. Definitely look out for signs. You might see ideas come to you. You might hear about things that are related to this project, ideas, even colours, smells, sounds, anything. All of those things can spark off ideas. If you lift the lid of the box and look inside and you look at all the writing you had and all the information you had, that's going to spark off ideas as well. This is definitely something you should be doing. And, look out for signs, but also don't stress. Just try to relax, keep your mind open, and these things are going to come to you. I'm really getting the feeling that this is the time that's going to be right for you to start either now or very, very soon, really soon. So prepare for this and definitely get ready for this. This is 11/11. This is when you'll see the gates opening. So you'll be really, really glad that you kept this box with the papers in and the information and that you didn't throw it away, because it's going to be invaluable for you in the future. So please, please, if this is resonating with you, please open the box and start on this. The next card you have for your future is the Hanged Man. Okay, so I think, you're going to have a lot of patience, because I think this person in the Five of Wands, this difficult person, I think they're probably going to keep on trying. They're going to keep on carrying this on for a while. They're still going to have this kind of imaginary competition going on in their heads between you and them. And I don't know if you're feeling a bit frustrated with your partner. You might be at this time. That's the feeling I'm getting here, because you might be feeling as if they're just standing there, hanging there like this hanged man. They're not actually doing a lot about this situation because, you know, they should be doing something. This is someone who's connected to them, or they were. You might be feeling as if they're not doing enough. I actually think they are doing something, but I think it might be something you can't see or you don't know about at this time, because this man's hiding something behind his back. So, you know, they're not doing anything behind your back. I don't mean that, but they're trying to tackle this situation in their own way, and it might be a way that you can't see for some reason. So, you know, they really do care about you, and you might be feeling a little bit insecure now because of that. You might be feeling like, well, if they really cared about me and they really wanted to get rid of this person, they do something about them, and they're not, you know, so they don't care about me. That's not true. They are doing something. You can't see it right now, and they do care about you. So don't let, because that's what this other person wants. Don't let them make you feel insecure with this person, because you have no need to be. And if you do that, they've won. They'll be like, yay, it worked. Don't let that happen. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is Strength. Yeah, these cards just keep on telling me again and again that you don't have anything to worry about with this other person in the way. Your connection's already quite close now to you, but I think it's going to get even stronger with this love connection. There's nothing anyone can do about that. You're going to build in your strength with them. And if what I'm seeing in the Hanged Man's correct, your partner probably has a lot of this either under control, or at least they are doing something about it. So you don't have to worry about that either. That's what I'm seeing. And this is the big message I keep on seeing here. You don't have to worry about this other person bothering you. Things are secure, and you're going to grow together, and you're going to become even stronger if you don't let this other person get in the way. That's what I'm seeing. So Taurus, I hope this resonated, but as you know, general readings can't always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you'd like to do. And thank you so much for watching.